This is about the condition you're usually in about this time of the day, and you got to leave on Thursday.
Something bent the valve.
I've started motors for 20 years. This one is the first one that scared me.
Y'all got a lot of work to do.
Petty tribute car build, part 3. We had some hang-ups with the clutch and the flywheel and parts of stuff. We had to wait for that to come in, but it did. This issue with the filler neck, so it was hitting on the motor somewhere. And we got to make a alternator wire. Do you take the alternator wire to the battery or to the switch inside the car?
Electrically, it's going to be to the battery, but we're going to put it on the starter solenoid.
So you can actually do that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, somebody, if this was a normal starter on here, could you run that to the starter and have that achieve the same thing?
Yes.
Wow. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that. I learn something new every day.
But this car has a starter solenoid inside the car, so we've got to go in there.
Why does this inside? Why is it inside the car? Ah. Oh my God, I'm good at that. Now you help me. Why is it inside the car?
They started putting it inside the car because the G-forces of the car were causing the contacts to close and actually trying to the starter engage when the car was running.
Oh wow.
Way back in the 80s.
So now we're about to set up, spacing up the motor mounts to do the driveline angle, and we're trying to find somewhere to get a baseline angle reading of the frame. There's a frame rail down here, yeah.
Well, the last time I saw it, one of the last times I saw a car like this, it had a 383 and it's supposed to have a 360 in it. You're gonna learn a lot about what not to do.
That's right.
I don't know what to do, but what not to do. And what do you got to do with it, young lady? Are you a crew member?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yeah.
his helper.
She's a crew chief.
Yeah, it's my manager.
Yep.
Everything goes to you? Think so.
Always remind me of David Hill. I don't remember David Hill.
I've seen David in
He's
years.
my crew chief. Had his wife's name was Gretchen. And so Gretchen was on David's butt all the time about, what do y'all do all night anyway? You go out and don't never call home, blah, 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 blah. He said, we just go in a bar and drink beer. He said, there's no way you can just go sit in a bar all night long and drink beer. He said, yeah. So he took her with him on a trip. And they, as soon as practice was over with and they got to the hotel, they went in the bar and they sat in the bar till about 2 in the morning and on a bar stool and drank beer. She said, and he said, this is what we do. We do it every night. She never asked him what he did anymore.
She come back to the track?
No, she
Gave
didn't.
up on that?
All right, well, y'all got a lot of work to do.
We're gonna have her make a noise tonight.
Halfway.
But, listen, this is about the condition you're usually in about this time of the day, and you got to leave on Thursday.
Yep.
That is absolutely true.
That's
Yeah.
dead on the money.
Yeah. Everybody's thrashing away.
That's
And
right.
what you don't fix here, we'll fix at the track.
We'll get it right. Yes, sir.
Good luck, man.
Was it awkward meeting Darrell after we just like dug through all of his stuff and he didn't say anything about it?
It was more hard to not fangirl and like squeal, but it was cool that we had a moment as far as the handshake goes. Made direct eye contact. I mean, all the stuff I learned in etiquette class I used, and I'm pretty sure me and Darrell had a moment. So, Darrell.
I didn't know he was coming here. We were just doing stuff, and then you just hear him around the corner. We're like,
Well, dude,
what is Darrell doing
I went
here?
over there to get bolts earlier, and I seen the Lexus, and it says DW1, and I'm like, no.
Man, tell you what, these lock nuts they're doing their job. These are hard to turn. Exhaust needs to raise too, so I'm gonna have to like jack that up or beat it up or something so I can pick this header up enough to get this second bolt in here. We have the BFH. I don't know if I can operate it well enough from
What's that?
down here.
Is that the big hammer?
Yes.
I didn't know if that was stupid. Oh, it works.
Yeah, that works pretty well. I think we gotta find some shorter studs or just use some freaking bolts because these things are like
I got a box of studs over there. Brought a box out.
6,000 miles long here. Yeah, we're putting the old table back on. We're tired of looking at all this caulk.
Too much cock.
There's way too much caulk under here. And then we got the fuel filter, and then we can fire this thing up. I guess.
Yeah, carburetor.
Okay, we can do
Fuel
that.
filter's hooked up.
Oh, you did the fuel
Yeah,
filter?
it's done. You can go check that custom high-speed fuel filter mounts up back there.
Okay, let's check this out. I mean, it doesn't move. You know, if they used a thicker gauge on this, it wouldn't be terrible. Did they on Jr.'s garage. Spud learns the small block Chevy firing order. Well, we have the zip tie portion of the program about wrapped up to keep these from melting on the header.
Push the button, see if it spins over.
Alright, clear.
I don't know if you know this, but I kind of broke the steering.
No, we're gonna fix that tomorrow. We're gonna handle it.
Having shaft problems.
Yes, we got this drive shaft in once. I don't know how, because
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
That part's not from SpongeBob.
People. Got spark.
let's find out if the plug wires are on right.
I'll double trace them. Ready?
Yeah. What's that cracking noise? But almost like it's got a stuck lifter.
Hey, baby. He's got a smaller one.
Oh, yeah, Mike. 7/16, isn't it? Is this metric? Because it's like a Vortex style engine.
It is probably metal.
I say this motor's been sitting so long. That don't feel good.
That's loose.
Ooh. Ooh. But I wonder if is it backed off or is the cam gone flat?
2, 3, 4.
Is it cylinder or is it just random ones?
Almost all of them except the ones that have pressure on them.
If you look at the poly locks, everything's where it should be.
That's what I was wondering, how level they were.
So something's wrong.
Well, they ain't got it. Damn thing's been sitting, so we pump it up.
I tell you what, it would be good to get the plugs out of it so you get some RPM off of it.
Someone doing a one tire fire over there?
Is that you, Tony? Doing burn on your electric car?
That's a move.
Something with the lifters is messed up, so we have to pull the intake off and see what's going on. We're gonna do that before we make the decision to change the engine or not. Wow, we can see better now than we could during the day.
Bumping just a tick, just a little. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Whoa.
That one seems kind of pissed off too.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
there's something.
So it
really,
dropped funny.
really funky here going on. So
It does look like it's lower than the other one.
I told you it's bent.
I don't know if you can see that. Yeah.
See, so all you got to do is do this right here.
Yeah. That's quite a bit lower.
A quarter inch, I can see it from up here.
Well,
So you either change your motor or gotta find a valve or something, you know what I'm saying? And if you ain't bent something in the guide,
well, I might tag the piston.
that's what I'm saying. Something bent the valve. You didn't do it for no reason.
If you saw the shirts we were wearing in the video, this is a new release right here. They're all on stablesandautoworks.com. I just pulled the headers off, kind of set the intake back on, all that. Ate some pizza, a lot of pizza. I got these two motor mount bolts loose. Spud is under there doing what stuff? What are you doing?
Just drained the transmission, took the drive shaft out, and I'm gonna bust. If you haven't got those motor mounts loose, I'm gonna bust them loose, and then we're gonna rip this bitch down here.
Everybody is delusional now.
Permanently balanced right now, so I don't want to.
We're all delusional a little bit, I think. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing multiple times? I feel like we're like really good at taking this engine in and out.
Insanity work on race cars.
We haven't even driven it yet, but we're gonna. You know what we're doing right now?
Taking over the world.
Yes. One beater car at a time. I need to find the 1/2-inch wrench. That's what I came over here for.
I ain't got this big short so.
You ever notice? If you leave comments, this works well too. As the time and intensity of the deadline is approaching to do something, your tool organization just goes down the toilet. You know, in the beginning you work on something, you put it back. You work on something, you put it back. As it goes, it just ends up everywhere. You can't find anything. It's just the way it is.
Put the hook on there.
I'm gonna start picking up tools.
Which hole are you going in?
That's what she said.
Are you pulling a tranny?
No.
Huh?
No one caught that.
No, we're pulling the trailer.
Good.
Go to the crossover, you're good. Keep coming up. Keep coming up. Keep coming up.
I feel like we've done this before.
Hey, I still fuck woo.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Alright, that's good. Right. Pull it out.
You should be able to change it in 45 minutes because it's qualifying.
Alright, we're not qualifying for anything. Alright, pull it out. Where's Gunny at? He's about to stab somebody in the neck.
I don't want to start unbolting stuff from the front of this thing until we have the other one to transfer it to. Plan C. Oh, it's fine. We're good. We've done this before. It's okay. Well, Spud's driving, so it was automatically his fault no matter what.
One finger is Spud.
Decided to set them next to each other to transfer all of the front drive inside the building before we move engine number 3 over to the car. Oh, I got the fuel pump transferred over. I learned how to do that. Never had to do that before. Now I know how a small block Chevy fuel pump works. I also got the motor mount put on because the fuel pump's easier to put on without the motor mount on. And now I'm holding this crankshaft for Spudward to tighten the
Hold my crank.
flex plate, yeah. And Logan lost her phone.
Dun dun! Will she find it when we finish this? Find out on next week's episode of Who Gives a F***?
Grandpa helped. Grandpa cared.
Grandpa helped. He's part of the audience, or live audience.
And Martine found it.
Yeah. She's like, oh, why don't you use this one?
And we have 5 people looking for one thing and bitching at each other. It's funny.
This is like Orange County choppers here. Spencer and Aaron have been like, they're like, we don't have any new stuff in here. And Aaron was all offended. He's like, we too do have new stuff. Look at this. New fuel pump, new distributor, Holly package. And Aaron and Spencer's like, yeah, it's new because it's stuff we don't use. They've been going at it for like 10 minutes.
Mitch is down by late models. He's gonna go racing.
When you get in a race car, Mitch?
I don't know. Next morning, we are driving this thing today, unless Aaron runs out of engines.
You can pull the whole harness out of the box. We'll just pull the 5.3. I don't care at this point.
We'll take your truck.
Doesn't matter.
We should pull the valve covers off and check these rockers too to make sure they weren't backed off, kind of like the last motor was. And behold, flip flopping in the freaking breeze. Oh, we got the belts on while you were gone. I'm glad we pulled the rocker or pull the valve cover.
Yeah.
So we're gonna prime this thing while the covers are still off, so we can make sure we know what it's doing. Looks like it's starting to work very slowly. Right around there. Goes around there. Yeah. So if that's not sealed, the oil's is gonna go around that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, because the high dollar priming tool actually has that, and it uses a base. In fact, yeah, what you were saying, Mike, is you just take the cam gear off, and you just allow it.
That's what I use for priming too.
Right.
insertion number 3. Here we go.
Mushroom I got before I'm in the cow.
Like 1.5 to 2 feet.
Okay. Who tightened this?
You. Richard Petty's autograph is seeing its life flash before its eyes right now. Yeah, I can turn this, and we can push it down, and then turn it back under this trans-tunnel lip here.
Okay, I'm gonna come forward.
Battle stations, everyone. We've been grinding on here for a while. We got spark plugs in, headers in, wire hooked up, fingers smashed. And Spencer likes to chug mustard.
Only with biscuits.
I said, how does it go in that engineering room? Is he just hanging out on SolidWorks like, oh yeah, I just really need a swig of mustard, just throw it in there, oh, equals MC square, print, Bitcoin mining, yes.
Shockingly close.
How does it really go?
He goes, I like biscuits and mustard. Some people call it a sling blade, I call it a Kaiser blade.
Have you, were any of your other places you worked at this ridiculous?
What's that?
Anywhere else you worked were as ridiculous as this?
No, absolutely not. Not even close.
Yeah, okay, wait till you put the carburetor on, you can use the sling blade.
What you thinking, Carl?
No gas.
What you thinking, Carl? I'm thinking I'm gonna kill you.
Damn, Carl, you always look so deep in thought. What do you think about? I'm thinking about taking these fried taters home with me.
We're now going to use one of Aaron's nice Holly carburetors. It's like specifically for this engine, because this is the same engine that's in his modified, so he has extra stuff for it. And that one has a legit -8 log thing, so we're gonna make something for this. We're gonna go dig through a bin of pre-made crimp lines to see if anything
okay.
is usable. We found this old line laying around. It says CGR on it. Pretty sure that means Chip Ganassi. Who knows what this thing did, but maybe we'll find out what it's gonna do.
Everything's gonna go so that this can go in there. There's like no space right now, so.
Perfect.
It's a little long, but it's fine.
That's all right. It gets it away from the header.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
That's perfect.
Wider neck, round 2, still leaking. Cool. This car just, yeah. You know, like, what was that?
Something like that. Like every day.
Thomas with the Lumina saved the day. And we have a qualified distributor installer, so we don't make this thing fire itself backwards. Disconnected, or didn't connect the distributor yet. We're gonna crank it over, make sure all the valves are good to go before we try to fire this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we never
Was it just on this side, the valve?
tightened these.
Did we do this last night?
Same thing.
No, it just came loose. Look.
Yeah, I know. But I was watching it as the rocker arm was coming up, but the valve wasn't. And
Yeah,
then-
but on that last one, it started walking its way up.
Right. Oh, I think the valve was sticking.
The valve, like the valve's whole valve?
Yeah, the valve was hanging down. The valve was hanging down in the rocker arm. He was pushing on the rocker arm back down, and then the valve started going up.
Huh.
So yeah, it was definitely hanging.
That's weird.
I know it's weird. That one's stuck now.
That one wasn't stuck before, was it?
Right, no, not that we knew.
No, yeah, because I was looking at that one. I'm like,
Number
oh.
5 exhaust.
What is this thing doing?
Smack the top of that rocker arm and see if we could pop it and make it pop back up.
He should have one.
You got
When in doubt, bang it.
it? You don't have a pry bar out here, do you? See if we could go, well, see if I could go in this way and pry down on it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect.
You find quicker in my box than I do.
Ooh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, well, see, it's coming back up, sort of. It's trying to.
What would cause that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's lack of oil or what. But it wasn't sticking before, and then all of a sudden it started.
Just that settled carbon on it.
Maybe, but not typically. I mean, there we go.
That sounded good.
Dong.
Try it now, Spud.
Hang on.
Hold on a second.
We'll just leave
Yeah,
these
pull
ones
the other
outside.
side too. Yeah, absolutely. Let's watch all of them.
Don't put your small block Chevy in a Richard Petty looking car thing, or it's gonna be mad at you.
Pay attention. Yeah, I'll let you know if you gotta stop. Okay, it hung again, but then it came back up. So it's trying to free itself up.
Where's the gas pedal whenever that's hooked up?
We're about 18 inches off the floorboard.
Yeah, the gas pedal's like, we need a little bit of a longer rod.
If you got strong hammies, it's gonna be a long race there. Oh, it's this lever right here.
This lever?
I've started motors for 20 years. This one is the first one that scared me.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's light. A little time in there. There you go. What are you seeing?
It's not enough, flashing enough. I just get a light.
Put a little bit more in it.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
You're at like $2,000.
It's alive!
18! Water temp's like 120.
These homemade boom tubes sound interesting. They don't really make the sound. I think it's got a dead hole. Spud wore the feather butterfly hat to the parts store.
Like an asshole.
Sir, do they even serve you walking in there like that? We are putting new spark plugs in it. See if that helps. Kind of sucks because they don't want to come out. You gotta use like just a wrench to do them. But we're getting it done. I think it'll help. We are about to find out if it runs better. It's time for the first test drive. Let's see how this goes.
No, clutch it and see if it disengages.
All right, it moves. We win.
You got it. It won't do it off idle.
Sounds like we're at the marina. Feel
Like a race car?
bottoming out, it's okay. Well, now he's gone.
Don't worry, the
Bud's gone forever. Bud is beached or something.
Well, he should be, if he can find his reverse, that's all he's got to do.
Does he not know how to do that?
I don't know.
You should
I can't answer that. I'm not
5-minute check-in. Spud is still gone. We don't know what's happening. How are you feeling about this?
Not my problem.
He'll be there in the morning.
Right.
So this is like when we were in Arkansas. He was giving me a hard time because I'm fighting the Talladega, and he's in the Daytona, which is like, you know, your grandmother could drive it down the thing. And I'm struggling to get this thing to go in a straight line, and he just keeps saying, "You're just being too aggressive." And I'm saying,
Driver error.
Driver error. You trade cars with me.
How fast did you go in that Talladega?
Hey,
Oh,
you were telling me
avoid that point.
I didn't want to break your car.
It's not my car. It's our car.
So we trade. So I made him trade places in line, and his story changed. He says,
It was pretty evil.
There's some guy driving down the road with his headlights off. I was told this was a cool shot, and it is. We're putting it on grease plates now to set the toe and stuff, which the whole concept of these was just explained to me, but it's so that the tire biting or biting that pavement doesn't interfere with the setting of what you're doing. Because it can slide on the other plate. It's news to me, because I'm not from this world. Air cleaner fits, barely. The gutted hood just kind of bends around it.
Right. I'm really glad Mitch is here.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't have a clue what
Right
we
there,
were doing without
on it. Right there, touch it.
Why do you always shut the camera off?
I don't know. I feel like you got your one-liner in and then you're done.
What's that, 4?
You got something else to say? I'll keep it on.
Well, now I know it's on. It's not any fun.
Well, we are here at Caraway for the track rental with the Richard Petty car, and it's raining, so we really don't know what's gonna happen here. The rain's slowing up, so we're all out on here in the daily drivers trying to dry this place off.
Anything is a race car if you race it.
It's kind of nice. I've never been at this track before, or really on any type of circle track whatsoever. Just kind of feeling it out. I mean, we're going like 35 miles an hour, but this is cool to see it, you know, run it through your head. Looking at all the scuffs on the wall, all the scuffs on the apex, things like that. Hopefully it stops raining.
Think of all the people that have raced here in the past.
Every single person that stared at the same stuff I'm staring at right now. It's just a racetrack in the mountains and the hills of North Carolina. This is it. These freaking bees followed us all the way here.
Yeah, I know.
This is ridiculous.
Terrible. Don't be afraid to rev them up and put your foot. Are you feeling it? We're in there now, baby.
So what exactly is he doing?
Just, I don't know, feeling it out. Just gonna see. I mean, he's not gonna go out there and just go hard, but he's gonna drive around the track. Spud Petty Jr. The car runs. That's the first win here. It made it around the track. I will drive. It's kind of, hopefully it dries off. But I'll drive later. So it started to rain pretty bad. I never got to drive the Petty car, not yet anyways. We had to load it up on the trailer, and they took a few parade laps around the track just because we were already there in the rain. But we're gonna take the Petty car to a different track rental some other time. Where we're actually gonna both drive it and push it and mess with the wedge and learn about all that stuff, which I'm pretty excited for. But I would like to show you, if you saw the shirts we were wearing in the video, this is a new release right here. They're all on StablesandAutoworks.com. We got, this is the back of the one I'm wearing right now, this like Western Auto Darrell Waltrip tribute one, which coincidentally we were not wearing whenever Darrell actually showed up. Which, can we talk about that for a second? Darrell Waltrip showed up when we were working on that thing. We had no idea that was gonna happen.
That was crazy.
It was very crazy. And I was also wearing the Icy Titties shirt, and I didn't know if he thought that was weird or not. He didn't say anything, but I'm sure he was judging me pretty hard.
It's like, this young man's shirt says titties.
Yeah, he probably didn't think that was cool. Which, if you're not expecting a surprise visit from DW, you can find the Icy Titties shirt on StablesandAutoworks.com. This one here is one of my favorites. Logan was wearing this in hoodie form. That's the Robert Yates Racing tribute.
That's like one of my new favorites for sure.
Yeah, we love this one. This one is available in hoodie form too. And we also got the North Carolina Intercooler flag shirt. This style with the intercooler turns into a flag. We've done this many iterations of this with the American flag, but we did this limited run North Carolina flag one for all you North Carolina people, which we now are since we just moved here. That's the new release. And we got the OG staples here. We got Uncle Rob, the Turbo Yukon. I'm sure a lot of you guys have never even seen that thing run before because you're new to the channel. And we got the Dale Earnhardt Pit Crew shirt. We don't keep things on the website very long. We'll do 1 or 2 runs of it and then it's gone. So if you see something you like, you better hop on it. We got these hats too.
We're out of LXL.
Yeah, but we still got small, medium of these, and we have LXL of other hats, so you can see them on there.
And then Elvis.
Yeah.
Can't really reach it. I have to climb on this plastic table to get to it. Anything is a race car if you race it, which we raced around Caraway, technically.
Yeah. Elvis was on the track.
Not really racing, but you know.
I mean, we were pushing it hard enough to freak you out.
Well, yeah.
We didn't film that part, though. You didn't like it.
Yeah. Well, because everybody in front of us is like braking, going around the turn and stuff. And like, it starts like a brake train, and it stressed me out. And
if your order includes a hat, we have to ship it in a box, which means you get a free Rowdy Energy sample. We're doing a pretty cool thing with them. We're actually doing a giveaway on Instagram. I'm announcing that the same day this video gets posted. So check that out on my Instagram, Stapleton42. I know I'm telling you a lot of things. You can just pick and choose what you care about and what you don't. Among the fall office decorations here, we have the random pile. So if there's a shirt that is only down to a couple sizes left, we discount them and make it random. So you pick your size of the sizes we have in stock here, and you get one of these designs that is discontinued that we still have a few left of. And we got shop dog shirts here. There's not one hanging because someone bought the last small.
That's my puppy.
StabledandAutoworks.com. Check it out.
He was just taking a nap, sorry.
Just woke him up. It is not misleading to say that all proceeds from shirt sales will go to getting a race car that is supposed to turn. I know we've done a lot of going straight stuff recently. We're gonna do tourney stuff too.
Now he's gonna cry.
Yeah, he wants to go NASCAR racing too.
Yeah, he does. He want to go fast.
He wants to go fast. He's Ricky Doggy.
Ricky Doggy.
So there's a link in the description, and I pin it in the comment. So go check that out. We package ship everything ourselves. Everything gets a handwritten note. We actually care about people, and we ship quickly. This is it. This is small business 101 here.
Yeah. I went to the farmer's market today. I supported small business and bought pumpkins from a farmer's market.
And we're gonna carve them with the Milwaukee Sawzall, so that'll be fun. We need to fire up the member section of this channel so we can post things that really have nothing to do with, like
all the stupid stuff that we do.
Yeah, like I know that
film.
Pretty much if you're still watching this now, you're one of the people that would enjoy that stuff, because most surface level viewers are gone well before this point. So if you're here, we appreciate you. We want to hear from you in the comments, because we read almost all of them. I reply to as many as I can. I want to reply to you. You freaking test me. You don't think I'm going to answer you? See if I do.